Hello, my name is Quirks82 and welcome back to our Omnifactory playthrough. I almost forgot which modpack I am playing. I have been kind of messing around with this a little bit, and I wanted to show what I have actually. I didn't realize one thing. Let's just turn that auto output off. But if you remember, I was having issues. I can't remember. It was like over there with the pumps and stuff. I was having issues. It won't. You can't import and export through a pump, which I mean, I guess sort of makes sense because if it's a pump, it's probably only going one way. So I kind of get that, but it was a bit annoying with what I was trying to do. And one of the issues I was running into here is, first of all, if you want to allow input from output, it's a bit awkward. You can't just right click on it. You have to right click on the output. So you have to like turn it and then turn it back, which is kind of annoying. But whatever, it's just a bit of a quirk. But one of the issues I was running into was oxygen. You get the oxygen from the carbon monoxide. And since oxygen can go in a chemical reactor, it was outputting the oxygen into the chemical reactor, as well as the chlorine that we need. So it was getting kind of like messed up. So I needed a filter. And I was thinking, oh, okay, so I'm going to have to do a pump so I can put the filter in it. You know, the little, the GUI or whatever with the filter. And that's not going to work because you can't go back and forth through that. And then I realized, and I don't know if anyone, or I don't know if a lot of people realize this, you can actually use these filters as covers. I've never noticed that. I thought it had to go in a pump, but you can actually use it as a cover. So I'm going to just break this. I'll have to go pick that up. But yeah, there is the filter. So I just have a filter without a pump set to there. If you right click on it, you just get a thing, and I just have it blacklisted, oxygen blacklisted on that. So yeah, now I can output and input from the same side. Oh, one of these issues. I hate when it does that. Oh, give me back my electrolyzer. Oh, Minecraft. There we go. Now I'm stuck here. Because those cables aren't full blocks. Alright, there we go. So we can just go ahead and throw the electrolyzer down there. And if we're, again, we have to, since it doesn't save it, that's the other thing, it doesn't save the things. If you have like a pump on it and break it, it'll pick it up. But there we go. Allow from input side, go to the right or the left. Have those set to there. That's set to there. So that'll put the carbon monoxide in there, turns that into oxygen, and then outputs the carbon back into the chemical reactor. And there's that. I did notice if carbon monoxide is in here, this will not, these import buses won't import from the second thing, which is a bit awkward. So I just, that's probably like another kind of weird quirk of something. I don't know if that's Gregtech or AE. But yeah, so that's kind of like with the two machines, we have this fully automated titanium. Because we get the carbon back, well, not 100% automated. I don't have the rutile. I can throw maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with that. Probably an export bus with rutile is what I'm thinking. But yeah, the only other thing is, one, we have magnesium we need to get out, and oxygen. We need to get the oxygen out. So I have to do, well, I'm going to do an import, 2 import buses. I could do like an exporting pump into an interface. Or I could do a conveyor belt into an interface set to like only pull, you know, magnesium or whatever, but to be honest, I think that's just the easiest way to do it, I think. I may need to set that to magnesium so it doesn't pull that out, and set this to oxygen so it doesn't pull out the chlorine. And I think that is, I think, fully automated. I'm just trying to kind of decide. I think I'm going to do... We'll do 2... Guess we'll do... Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how I want to... Not hide, no, like this. But I want that... I basically want... Yeah. I just want that set... Oops. We'll do that. I think that's what I'll do. And then we'll have enough so I have a decent kind of buffer of this, I think, so I can craft up a bunch. So we'll have this... I think we'll have that stocked. I didn't put a ton of chlorine in there yet, because I'm getting chlorine back. Actually reminds me, let me just throw some... Lots of processing. I need to get this all automated too. But yeah, borax, that's right. I'm trying to do like multiple things here. Trying to get some more oil, trying to get some more chlorine. There we go, rock salt. Throw a bunch of rock salt. We get potassium and chlorine from that. Although the potassium does, the way I have this set up, the potassium ends up in there. I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember what do I have like a something on there? I may have, yeah. It's not auto outputting, so there must be something on that. I just don't remember, but. All right, but yeah, if we do that, I think we can say we want 8 titanium. It'll put it'll put that in there and do that. Except before we do that, I want to upgrade. We'll just cancel that. Yeah, I want to upgrade the coil blocks, but yeah, so that you'll get the magnesium chloride. It'll put it in there. And then it will get the chlorine back and the carbon, and yeah. That works pretty well. I guess maybe an export bus for rutile. I guess we'll do that. Don't we have a bunch of rutile somewhere? Yeah, and I have a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be processed. Just haven't got to it yet. And I need to get a whole bunch of these too. I just haven't got around to it because they're kind of annoying to make. Aren't they annoying to make in this? Or is that? No. They're a little bit annoying. But I have most of this automated now. I'll have to do that. But we'll do that. Do that later. Alright. So, rutile. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, that's actually way easier than I was thinking it was going to be. And, alright. Moving on, we have the nichrome. Put it in there. And there is that. Let's go ahead and replace these. I didn't even look. I don't think it was running, but I may have just voided something. Right, so there's that. Now I don't think these give a bonus. You upgrade the coils. I don't think it makes it faster for if it's like over. I don't think they overclock in this version. It does, like, they are better in the multi-smelter, but I don't think they overclock in the blast furnace. Yeah, I don't think so. But there we go. There is the nichrome. So now we have we're up to 3600 Kelvin. So I think we can do tungsten now, right? Tungsten was... Is there a tungsten? Is there an actual tungsten ingot, or is there not? Is that not a thing? There it is. Yeah, 3000. So now we can do tungsten and tungsten steel. I think we could actually do that. Oh, right. So tungsten steel requires 2700, which we could have done, but we couldn't get the tungsten. So, all right. I think that is pretty cool. Now we also need to... Got all the things going on here. So we got that. Noble gases. So glowstone, does that need argon? I don't remember that being a thing. Yes, needs argon. Ah, all right. So the only way we can get argon is this multi-block, it looks like. So that's a bit different. Xenon, helium, krypton, neon, argon. This very large cryogenic air distillation. Although that, I don't know what's on the inside of it. That's just steel and stainless steel, basically. Yeah, that's actually pretty easy to make. It just requires a lot. So, like, 84 solid steel machine casings, quite a lot of steel, but that's actually pretty easy. All right, let me... So we can do that, which we kind of need to do so we can get these other things. We need some tungsten, and we need these circuits. Now, I think... Yeah, these are so annoying to craft up. Although, I do have a thing with a 1 on it, don't I? Yeah, we have plenty of things on there. Why don't we... Do I have any more patterns? I have a few. Actually, I don't know if we're going to need... How many of these... I don't know how many of these we're actually going to be using. I know we're going to need at least 2, but I want to... I'm not going to be using these more than I need to. I'll get easier... Do we have... We do have the recipe. Yeah. Question is, do I want to... Because then I'm going to have to... I guess let's just do... decisions. Like, do we really want to make this recipe? Yeah, why not? Because I'm gonna have to do a recipe for the titanium rods then. That was kind of my thing. I'm like, is it worth it making 2 recipes for this? For something I'm probably never gonna use. But oh. I have room in there. And go. So I guess let's... I need to get those also. All right, that is another thing. I need to craft up a few of these precision laser engravers. That is definitely a thing. But we're kind of working on this stuff. Glass is, I'm pretty sure the glass lens is, yeah, the CPU. All right, okay, so let me get this crafted up. And EV machine hulls. Aluminum cables. I don't think we have aluminum. Yeah, we don't have that. So I have a few things I need to get kind of set up here. And yeah, we'll come back. All right, we are back, and I've kind of done a bit of searching here, and I thought it was like frozen for a second. Got a couple things figured out what we need to do. But first we're gonna just get that crafting up. Get precision laser engraver. All I had to do was make an emitter recipe and the chrome rod recipe. Everything else we already had. And I'll probably be crafting up more of these precision laser engravers. So I figured why not to make that a recipe. But yeah, I've gone ahead and made one there and put the glass lens in. And this one be a diamond. I think we need this one anymore. Wish there was something you could do with these, but there doesn't appear. There's no like, can't get the stuff back from it, fortunately. All right, so that is that. Yes, I do need a couple recipes. Yeah. This one. And that one. And these will probably be changed as soon as I can get the glowstone doped wafers, because you get a better ratio with that. So there we go, that goes in there. All right, so there's a few things we're gonna have to do here. Looking at the kind of progression here. One, we need to get the tier 2 miner. We're gonna have to get the EV assembly machine. We're gonna have to get this cryogenic air distillation. So we can get these, and we're gonna have to get tungsten. So I was trying to figure out kind of what order I want to do this in. Now, tungsten can only be found from tungstate, and from looking at tungstate, as you can see, a lot of these don't have recipes, but there are a couple that do. This one does, and this one needs a tier 2 miner to get the tungstate. And then we are going to have to process this tungstate all the way down. And then in an electrolyzer, we're going to mix it with some hydrogen to get tungsten out of it. But we need an EV electrolyzer. So that is, we're not there yet. We can do this cryogenic distillation tower, but I think that's going to be its own episode. So probably won't be doing that today. And the other two is the tier 2 miner, so we can get the tungsten. We can get the tungstate for that. We also get scheelite, copper, niobium, that's good. Bauxite, cassiterite, don't really need radium. I don't know what this, oh, this is radon. Radon's good because we're going to need radon coming up here. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we have those already auto crafting. We don't have this. Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's super easy. Those are easy. The titanium, we can go ahead and make that a recipe. What is it? Yeah, titanium heavy plating. There we go. That one's easy enough. Throw it in the compressor. Nice. So it's HV and I already have an HV recipe. Those plates. Am I gonna have to keep upgrading? Yeah, it looks like each tier is like a higher compressor. We're gonna have to. That's a bit annoying. That we're gonna have to keep upgrading just the compressor. But I mean, you'll get faster plates from it anyway, so that's fine. All right, so yeah, that I can work on. I don't need to do this. Oh, obviously, I can't. Yeah, I can't auto do that. We can't do. Is there, what is that, package auto mod? All right, so there is this package auto mod which lets us do the big. That'll let us do the big patterns, but I don't think we need to quite do that at the moment. We're going to craft one of these up probably, and that'll get us set for a while. All right, so I have a few things to do there. Is that goes down. Allow input from output side, and that should go in there. There we go. There are those. I did get these two main frames that we're going to need. There is that quest that should have opened up. No, we need to get EV machine hulls. Oh, that opened up IV circuits. Nice. So titanium or EV machine hulls are going to be, need this. And that. Now I did do a recipe for aluminum cables, so we good there. This one. We're out of. Actually pull this out. I don't need that in that one. I think I have those being crafted in here, don't I? Wait, that's soldering alley. Nope. I'm getting the things mixed up. Alright, I'm gonna have to. Ooh, this is a bit awkward now that I'm. No. That's soldering alley, isn't it? I could have. I'm trying to think. It's because of the circuit of 8. Anyway, I guess we could just do. I'll just. This is going to take a second to craft up anyway, because I don't have a whole bunch of titanium. Alright, let me get some stuff crafted up here, and we will continue. Alright, we are back, and I ended up just moving, I think it was the chemical reactor, and put another interface, so we have our machine hulls, and then I have the casings up there. Figured that was the easiest one because this is the only one I have polyethylene in. Yeah, it's kind of set up like that. So I have the EV machine hull. That should complete that quest. There we go. And we will use that for the assembly machine. Yep. So the assembly machine, like all the other ones, require 2 robot arms and 2 conveyor modules. Now, motors require neodymium. Ooh, that also requires annealed copper. That's a thing. Did I put... No, I don't have annealed copper. I do have one with oxygen, that's right. I did set that up. So I am gonna have to set that up. I am out of things here, so I may have to... Can't remember if you can put an interface on this side. I'll have to test that. I can't remember if it has to be on like the input square. I feel like it doesn't, but I'll have to check that out. Yeah, and then I'll have to do the annealed. We have those, and I am short on patterns again. I don't want to use too many. And I'm running out of epoxid as well. Although I should have a bunch. I just haven't processed it all. Yeah, I have a bunch of naphtha over here. I just haven't processed all the oil. So then I would need, and these things are a bit annoying. I wish you could do, is it 8x? Is that what it is for those? Oof. That's 30, that's 16 ingots of copper per motor. That is a lot. And it's gonna require like, yeah, there's no easy way to do these recipes. I just have to do like that. Like that, and then we need this. Yeah, that one. Then we need neodymium. Haven't seen. It's from like, isn't it from like Bastonite? Something it was. All the recipes here. That goes in there. Polarizer is that one. Yeah, and all those in there. So neodymium, isn't that usually Oh, you can actually buy neodymium. All right, well that's easier than I was thinking it was gonna be. Usually you get it from like Bastonite. I feel like that was, you can also buy Bastonite. Yeah, see those neodymium. It's not the best ratio if I remember. But that does get us fluorine. Maybe it's not Bastonite. Maybe Bastonite was fluorine. What was neodymium from? I don't remember. Anyway, well, we can buy neodymium. That's... That is not like a permanent solution. I gotta figure that one out. Where we get that from. It's like one of these. Maybe not. I thought maybe they would be from one of the spaceships, but apparently not. I'll have to check that out. But right, so that is for that. All right, but before we wrap up this episode today, I do want to. There's a few things I'm needing to work on here. One is this chemical reactor. And I think I just used. No, I didn't. Thought I used the two circuits with the patterns. I think gold, right? Yeah. All right. So chemical bath, and you may be wondering why I want to get the chemical bath. That is because I want to get some fiber reinforced circuit boards. Now, I think what I'm gonna do for that recipe, actually, let's do this recipe. This will just go in this chemical reactor. So got our that one, kind of like going up with the better circuit boards. And we need this fiber reinforced stuff. And the easiest way to get this, I think, is in the chemical bath. So we'll do epoxy resin and the one epoxy sheet and then some glass fibers. Glass fibers, I think, is the easiest. With maybe, I don't know. I'll have to, I think it's this. Yeah, because this is a percent chance recipe, although if you overclock it, I think it'll be 100%, but yeah, so basically, unfortunately, I am really short on epoxy sheets. But we need another mold, so I'll need a new extruder. There's that. But we need this one. So wire cutters below it. So we'll get that. And then we need to get these. Let me throw that over there. That is borosilicate glass pulp, which is glass dust and boron dust. And I believe I have, let's see, we're gonna have to, yeah. I was like, what is that? I guess we'll just do these again. So how do we want to glass? We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have glass. We don't have glass. I'm producing glass, but I don't have it like set up. It's not connected to like that over there. Maybe I can throw a storage bus on one of those for the glass. Right, and do we have boron? We have borax, I remember. Do we do something with this? Right, we do. Oof, that is not the best ratio at all for that. All right, we can get it from lepidolite, lepidolite as well. I don't know, I was thinking we got a much better ratio to that, but 23 to 4 is not the greatest. I think this one is, yeah, that will do that for us. All right, but that will do that, and then, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get this. I mean, it's really cheap too. All right, so I'll probably, yeah, I'm like, because this is not, buying stuff is not a permanent solution, but I guess for now, we'll just process some of that. I think do you have a chance? Get lithium. Yeah, but if you thermal centrifuge it, I think we get a chance. All right, I'll have to look into that. There, I did just see a. Is there a? I just saw like a multi-block. Maybe we can get it. Yeah, but that's like tier 5, so we're nowhere near that. All right, but there, I guess there is an easier way to get it at some point. All right, but let's see. Let's quickly get this. We're running right over here. Throw that down there. And this is getting all sorts of like all sorts of crazy. So basically what I'm thinking is I will probably set up a, this isn't a permanent, I think at the beginning until we have epoxy, like all the oil, I think what I'm going to do is have a fluid extractor, and then we'll have this fully stocked with the I think we'll have this fully stocked with glass fibers. Then I will melt down the sheets for how many of these I think we need. I think that's what we'll do. And then eventually I'll switch it to, I don't know. I'll probably switch it to auto crafting. The oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? I'll have this full of epoxy resin, and then I'll have it put the glass fiber things in as it needs for the sheets. I think that's what we'll do. But right now, since this isn't backlogged, we'll do that way. But there is that. Almost there. So there is that, and like I said, we need another extruder. But since you get 8 from one ingot, so I mean it's pretty easy just to do. As we saw, we get 8 from the other recipe as well, so I could just do like a whole bunch at once, because yeah, we don't quite need a whole bunch of it yet. What is it? Glass fiber or something? Alright, so there's the glass fiber with the epoxy. That'll get us the fiber reinforced resin sheets, and then this will get us these fiber boards. Go. That should turn that on, and there it goes. It went through faster than I could pick it up. But there we go. There is the fiber reinforced circuit boards. So that will open up the next tier of circuits, which I believe is the nano. Yeah, the nano circuit line. And this is HV circuits, and they're much cheaper than doing the assemblers that we are now. So that will make a lot of these machines that we're crafting up cheaper, and the patterns, since we won't have to use these assemblers. So that's why I was kind of, or these microprocessors. That's kind of why I was pushing for this. But before we can do that, we do have to get the advanced assembly machine. So I will continue working on this. And yeah, I think we're also going to need a new CEF, but we'll take a look at that next episode. So anyway, thanks for watching and have a good one.